Hello and welcome to another video. My name is Boxiest, and today we're going to continue the What If series. What if events had gone differently? And in this What If, we're going to change the history of Cobra Kai. What if Miguel was a Miyagi-Do captain during the events of Cobra Kai Season 6, Part 2? If you haven't seen the previous part, I would recommend you go watch it before continuing this one. So in this timeline, Miguel and Johnny would still leave, and Robbie would take over as captain. The Miyagi-Do students would still go explore Barcelona, and the Cobra Kais would still be there. Quan would still want to mess with Robbie, since he was a new Miyagi-Do captain, so Quan and Robbie would start to have a rivalry. Zara would notice the connection between Tori and Robbie, and she would still want to mess with Tori, so those events would stay the same. Sam would still be walking down the beach, and she would still run into Axel, and the interaction between Sam and Axel would stay the same. Eventually, Miguel, Johnny, and Kenny would come back to Barcelona, and Miguel would once again take over as captain, and Kenny would still take Devin's place. The team matches would continue. Miyagi-Do would still fight Furia de Pantera, and the fight would stay the same. Dimitri and Hawk would still be arguing, and they still wouldn't trust Kenny, so Furia de Pantera would win 3-1, and Miyagi-Do would still be close to elimination. Miguel would be mad that Miyagi-Do wasn't fighting properly. He would want Dimitri and Hawk to stop fighting and to trust Kenny. He would say that Kenny was here to help them win, and he would want Robbie to stop being distracted and to get his head in the game. And during the next team match, Miyagi-Do would fight Redentores, and Miguel would still start off. He would use a combination of offense and defense, and he would land his first point. The fight would continue, and Miguel would tag in Kenny, and much like in the original timeline, Kenny would get 2 points, and they would still advance in their matches. Miyagi-Do would still fight Cobra Kai, and Robbie and Tori would still start off. Robbie would still be distracted, and he would still tag in Sam. Sam and Tori would fight, but Tori would tag in Quan, and he would manage to land a point on Sam. Quan would still tag out, and Sam would tag in Miguel, and he would get the first point. Yoon and Dimitri would continue the fight. Dimitri, Hawk, and Kenny would team up to get the point on Yoon, and Hawk would tag in Robbie. Robbie and Quan would fight, but Quan would manage to land a point on Robbie, so the score would be 2-2. So Miguel and Quan would fight. Miguel would use a combination of offense and defense, but Quan would be more aggressive. The fight would continue, but Miguel would manage to land the final point on Quan, so Miyagi-Do would beat Cobra Kai in this timeline, and they would be eliminated. The Saikai Taikai would continue. Tiger Strike would still be eliminated for cheating during the tournament, so Cobra Kai would be let back in. The semifinals would begin. Quan and Diego would still fight, but Quan would still defeat him. Zara and Maria would fight, but Zara would still defeat Maria. Axel would fight Miguel in the semifinals, and Axel would still be jealous of Miguel and Sam, so the fight would begin, but Axel would be more aggressive in this timeline, and he would use his offense against Miguel. Miguel would try using his defense, but Axel would get through it, and he would manage to land some points on Miguel. Miguel would get mad, and he would get more aggressive, and he would manage to land a point on Axel, but eventually the time would run out, and Axel would defeat Miguel. Sam and Tori would fight, and they would both use a combination of offense and defense. The match would be close, so in this timeline, Tori would defeat Sam, so she would advance to the finals. Quan and Axel would fight, but Axel would be more defensive in this fight, and he would knock down Quan. Quan would get even more mad, and he would try to go for Axel's head, but Axel would block his attack. Axel would land some points on Quan, and he would defeat him. Zara would fight Tori. Zara would be aggressive, and she would land some points on Tori. Tori would be using a combination of offense and defense. She would manage to land a point on Zara, so Zara would get more aggressive, and she would defeat Tori. So the Iron Dragons would win. Miyagi-Do and Cobra Kai would go home in defeat. Sensei Kim and her students would go back to Korea, and Tori would go back to the valley. Even though Miyagi-Do lost, Miyagi-Do would remain open, and Tori would rejoin Miyagi-Do, and things would be peaceful in the valley. And that is where I'm going to end this What If. Thank you guys for watching. What do you guys think would have happened if Miguel was Miyagi-Do's captain during the events of Cobra Kai Season 6 Part 2? Let me know in the comments below. I just want to thank everyone for 10,000 subscribers. I just want to thank everyone that's been watching the videos, liking the videos, subscribing, and commenting ideas for future What Ifs. So again, thank you everyone. YouTube lets me know that the majority of you are not subscribed, so if you guys could subscribe, that would be much appreciated. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like this video, subscribe, and turn on post notifications. And I'll see you guys next time.